We on.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yo, what up? What's up, Jesse?
What's up? Do I play the intro again, or do I just play it?
Yeah. Play the intro one more time.
All right, let's
get it.
Start it off. You might have heard it twice already.
Hey, you might have heard it 3 times.
You know what intro I'm playing, right?
Hey, I can't even hear it. I don't think they could hear it. Can you hear that? I think they can hear my mom yelling in the back.
It's the one with your dad.
Anyways, what is this?
The one when your dad's doing thump thump. So Andy can't hear what I'm playing, but he'll hear it after. So he doesn't know. So
if Andy can't help you,
Jesse Jameson,
Andy Ortiz.
What's up,
babe? Hey man, welcome to the rough draft first episode of WeWorkingFam, the podcast. Obviously, we don't know too much of what we're doing, but we figured, hey man, my best friend lives in another state, and this is the best way for us to stay in contact, and we might as well record, make some content out of it, and have some fun with it.
Yeah, I really learned a lot how to mix all this stuff, and obviously have separate channels and be able to mix everything. So it was a good learning experience. Put it in the repertoire of stuff that we know how to do.
Yeah, man, no, for sure. So for those of the people that are listening that don't know too much about our history, it goes extremely way back. I'm talking about like 98, maybe 1998.
Yeah,
like I met you back in when I was 12.
It's a long time. Oh, technical difficulties.
Enjoying life, starting families, but in between, there's a lot of things that obviously happen between us as individuals and together. So I think it's dope that we come together and do something like this, because obviously we have a lot of life experience to share and have a lot of fun too. So, and a lot of ideas, a lot of different perspectives to things.
Yeah, most definitely.
So how about I let you introduce yourself first, Jesse?
Yo, Jesse Jameson. Me and Andy go back, way back, like he said. And we used to just love doing music. And I think that's where our passion came. He loved to rap. I loved to make beats. You should have heard the stuff that we originally made, keyboard stuff. And it wasn't the best, but then we ended up, perfecting that craft. I'm pretty sure just like how this is. In the entry stages, I'm sure in a couple months will probably be pretty solid, but our music kind of took us to a different level of creativity. We were able to express ourselves, stay out of trouble, and have fun with it. And I think that was the biggest thing, is that we had fun. We did some shows, but I think that's what really solidified our friendship, was that music piece and us being able to express ourselves. So now that I'm glad that we're able to do this now as a older adult, almost mid 30s, and like you said, family man, having kids, being married, working fam, it's a struggle.
Nah, for sure. Nah, I think Jesse hit it right on the dot. I think that for me, when I met Jesse, I used to get in a lot of trouble, but it used to be with a lot of friends that put me in bad situations. I kind of put myself in those situations because I was hanging around the wrong crowd. So in a sense, like Jesse coming into my life kind of like saved me from possibly like doing other things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. And then we built a strong friendship. And then I remember like going to his house, because he used to live with his aunt and uncle, and they accepted me and like almost like a part of their family. And so I would go over there a lot with him. And then all of a sudden, like I knew Jesse had talent, and then he had natural talent when it came to just music.
Playing basketball. Sorry.
Playing basketball. Nah, man, Jesse fouls. No, he's good. He's just Jesse's
kidding.
like no. I know we're gonna go off
That's
topic.
another.
But Jesse's like a Swiss. That's a whole nother topic. We can go on an hour for that. No, but Jesse's like a Swiss Army knife because he just he has a lot of things that he can juggle, and he's really good at a lot of things. But early it was music, and it kind of helped us stay out of trouble. And his aunt and uncle used to work the night shift, and so I would come over, and it would probably like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I would be over at his house till like 3, 4 in the morning, and we'd be making beats and recording things like on the cassette tape. He'll make the beats on a keyboard, and he'll put the mic on the keyboard and record it, and then that'll be on the tape, and then the beat will be playing on the karaoke machine, and then I would go in there and spit. He'll go in there and spit, and we had like no editing. It was just raw, and I think that those times probably built us to like this point. Obviously, so much in between, but yeah, I think it's dope. I think we've talked about this for a very long time. That it's only right that we finally get it started, and Jesse's a perfectionist, and I'm not so much a perfectionist. I kind of roll with the punches, but I'm glad I listened to his perfection about a couple weeks ago because I had a whack USB mic that was plugged into my laptop, and it sounded horrible. It reminded. The reason why I tell this story is because it reminded me of those times when we recorded on the karaoke machine. It sounded like that.
Worse.
And not to say that it would have been okay to use that, but that goes along with the experience that we've had with life. Is just me listening and also trusting in his perfection and just saying, all right, man, I'm gonna be patient and let me order another mic. And it was a little bit more money, and it's probably not the best, but it's a lot better than what we had. So that's like the perspective I think that we'll be able to share is like there's connections to things that we talk about, and it makes sense. It might only make sense to me and you, but
yeah,
who knows? Who knows?
True.
It might be some other people be like, oh, I never thought about it like that. So,
hey, we're gonna have tons of stories, man. Obviously, based on the years, there's gonna be a lot of stories. But let's get into why the name, man. Like working fam. That's something.
Working, fam.
We always working fam. We go to work to go to work.
Yeah. Well, I'm off. I've been off work for a month right now because of COVID. But obviously Jesse's still working. But we both been working for a very long time.
Yeah, most def. So one of our crazy experiences, we're in Vegas, and just walking around the strip. I guess that's kind of the routine that we would do.
We were 18.
Yeah, we were young, and this guy was trying to spit at this girl, and this girl pretty much curved him, and oh no, this is a different story. This is when the guy was like, "What do you mean, girl? Go."
Oh yeah, man. Then where do we get WeWorkingFam from?
Our working fam is when we were in Hollywood. I think we were walking down the street. Somebody was trying to give their mixtape out.
Okay.
And then they're like, "I'm working, fam." They checked the deuces out.
At us?
I don't know if it was if somebody was trying to give a CD to somebody that we were with, or that we saw somebody in front of us. It normally happens in front of us. So I think one of the guys was trying to hand the CD, and the guy was like, "No," and then the guy was like, "I'm working, fam," and I thought it was the most hilarious stuff. So I think that kind of stuck with us. I think over probably the next 5 years, we said, "I'm working, fam," and thinking of names, we had a thread of just all these random names. A lot of them were taken.
Could I say the best one?
Go ahead.
Jesse texts me BBW, and I was like, big black women.
I said BBW lovers.
Oh, BBW lovers. So I was like, big black women. I was gonna roll with it, but then I felt like we were gonna like only speak to a certain demographic, and I was like, no, we gotta be broader than that. So then I said big bone women.
Hey, shout out to all the BBWs.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta love them. I love them.
Yeah. So yeah, working
They need
fam.
loving too.
Yeah. So then he said I'm working fam, and I think that just kind of stuck because of where we heard it and something that resonates with us, and it's just true to life. We're actually really working, you know, even though he's not
Yeah.
working, but we are working.
Yeah. No, I think because we've had we've been on similar roads, and then I think that each road that we've traveled has always found us having to work for something, whether that was like working, whether it was working at a job or working in a relationship or working in music, or working as a parent. We're always working. It could be like just waking up and just finding things to do around the house, because we working, fam. Let's just we go. We
We
just make
go.
things happen.
I'm trying to get
We
my
go.
yard together, man. You should see it, man. It's a struggle when you live in the desert. You finally move somewhere where it has grass. Like, I see why people in the desert don't have grass. It's a thing to maintain, and
Yeah.
it's in the process, and I'm still trying to learn. But speaking of that, man, obviously with this crazy stuff going around, how are you living? Not working. What do you think of
Uh,
that stuff, all the stuff that's going on? How are you adjusting? You know,
Yeah, no, I think to begin that conversation, I just want to give a shout out to all the first responders, anybody that's in the front line, including you, obviously, because you're an essential worker. Just anybody that has to be in contact with that type of with anybody, with the public. I think
yeah,
that it's admirable, and it's tough. So first, shout out to everybody that has to do that, especially nurses, parole officers. Obviously, we have family and friends that do that, and it's tough. And so, how have I been dealing with it? Fortunately, I work for a company that gave us the opportunity to stay home and didn't lay us off, and I think that that's a blessing. And same thing with my wife, and then my dad. For those of you that don't know, I live with my parents at the moment, and it's a great situation. So we got to spend some time here at the house, and there's no normally time that we don't get. So I just thought to myself, like, let me take advantage of it and just be present with them as much as I can. And then on the other hand, I took the opportunity to kind of like reset my nutrition, like just lifestyle. So I've been since day one. I've been eating a lot better. I've gotten more knowledge around, carb intake, fat intake, sugar intake, what type of foods to eat. I've been learning things that I always put aside in the past when it came to like me and then my whole like fitness journey. And in the last month, I felt like I've had the most energy that I've ever had in my life, and I've dropped a few pounds, and I feel like they're healthy pounds. Like I've never. This is probably one of the times that I felt like I'm in a good space when it comes to my fitness. I went from doing 100 push-ups and struggling daily to up until now, like I did 230. So it's a big
fit
increase.
man.
So yeah, no, I mean, I thought like let me take advantage and like reset my whole metabolism and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
and then on the other hand is I'm still going to school, so I'm working on my master's degree, and that's online, so it didn't affect me at all. So I'm still doing that. I just finished a 6-week course. I'm gonna start another one on Monday. So yeah, I mean, that's what I've been keeping busy with. I'm not gonna lie though, there is some moments where I'm tired of being home, but it is what it is. I should be going back in a couple weeks though.
Do you like the vacation though? Obviously, yes, it sucks being home, but that time to relax, give that your body a break. How do you feel?
Oh, I've never had that. Like, in the past couple years, like my wife had an accident, and a lot of people probably thought that I was on vacation during that time, but at that time, I would rather had been at work. I
Mm-hmm.
rather had been doing the normal things, because that was being home was a lot more work. In that situation, because she had an accident where I had to take care of her and my daughter and just everything. But this time around, it's probably one of the first times ever where I really am forced to just sit, and it's a nice break. But I'm also I'm also missing like the regular pace of life. So it's a gift and a curse. Let's just put it like that. Gift and a curse.
Yeah.
What about you? What you been doing? I know you've been working, so on
Yeah.
your end.
So, like I was saying, that was a punch in because Andy's signal messed up. You
It's my
know,
signal. My bad.
I have the benefit of working, and I think sticking to that routine is key to keeping me sane. I still wake up, try to get my workout in the morning, have breakfast with the kids, go to work. Work is obviously another story, but, we're keeping everybody safe, and it's not as fast paced as it normally is, but I'm out there helping people, and, we're keeping the employees and ourselves safe, and making sure we're doing everything the right way. And when you come home, I'm off at 6:30. Normally, I'm not home till like 8:30 at times. So I'm home early, so I could still spend more time with the kids, get another workout in if need to, spend more time with the wife watching, our shows, playing a lot of games. I've played so many board games. I'm bored, and even just going outside with the kids. And I think that's throughout the positivity of all this is like, hey, we're actually going back outside, doing those things together as a family, and going to the basketball court if we could, you know, or
Yeah.
riding bikes. Like I ended up purchasing a bike, riding with the kids. And that's just fun. That's the stuff that we used to do, especially as kids. And I don't remember my parents going on any bike rides with me. But now, I could do that with my kids, and I still have about 3 days off, so I do get a little vacation. But I have 3 days off this weekend, and the weather kind of sucks, so can stay inside.
Making the best of it.
Yeah,
That's cool that you get to spend more time with them. It's weird. It's like life slowed down for everybody, and you do the things that you've always said. Like, I wish I had more time, so you get to do those things. That's how I feel, at least.
yeah, and now you have the time. Hey,
Yeah. So you gotta
but I see
do
some
what you
people letting
can with the
themselves
time.
go, man, during this time. I see a lot of people letting
Oh, it's gonna be
themselves go.
tough. It's gonna be tough. That I was man. The moment that I knew I was gonna be home, I told my wife I told her, hey, I'm gonna be mad if I gain any weight. I need to maintain or just lose a little bit of weight. So that's why I got back. I got heavy on the nutrition game. So it's only been a few pounds. I only lost like 5, but in a month. But I feel like they're 5 healthy pounds, and at least I didn't go backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think, like I said, the whole thing of that is just getting into that routine. And normally, what happens, especially like, story about myself, like I was overweight at one time, and I got into the gym, and it gets addicting, man. When you see those
Yeah.
results and you feel as good as you feel, like I can't tell you how good it feels the way you're feeling, right? I could say, yeah, you'll feel
Yeah.
good, but you don't know it until you feel it. So then when you
Right.
feel it, it's just like a drug. You get so addicted to it, you just want to either maintain that feeling or can I feel even better? You
Yeah.
know? So
It's a
that's,
positive drug.
yeah, that's good that you're getting into that routine because that's something that's going to stick with you. So when you go back to your regular life, you're going to know what's right for you. And
Hmm.
the best thing is to say, like, always treat yourself though too, man. Don't get too stuck where you don't eat anything that's tasty
Oh no,
because
man! Yesterday we went to Texas Roadhouse.
okay. Shout out
Yeah, and I had
Texas.
a Texas Roadhouse represent. Now I had a barbecue chicken, a sirloin steak,
Okay.
and some corn and a salad. Small portions. Like, I didn't eat everything. It was just portions.
Yeah.
But I got to enjoy like some really good food. So
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, I made some tacos the other day, but I'm still meal prepping, eating what I can. But my district manager's getting pizza. We got Buffalo Wild Wings the other day. I'm like, yo, we gotta stop. He's out there going getting candy for the store. There's Snickers and Skittles, and man, it's just a lot of temptation at
yo,
work.
you got toilet paper over there?
Yeah, it's like 32 rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Baller.
good. But yeah, man, that's good that
Baller.
you're adjusting, and you know,
Yeah.
It's a good perspective to see somebody that's actually able to stay home, and the positivity that you're doing, man, is pretty good. Hopefully, a
Yeah.
lot of people out there are staying healthy, staying fit, eating the right stuff.
The other thing that we've been doing is a lot of TikTok. A
Me
lot of
too,
TikTok.
man. Me too.
You're you're on a TikTok game. So I've been telling you to do one thing because I feel like you could blow up with it, and that's your cooking. Every time you cook, just do those small videos, man. You could probably just gain a huge audience just based off your cooking stuff because it's dope, and a lot of people like want to. Those quick 15-second videos is probably all that people need, and
Yeah,
like people's attention spans are like this,
yeah,
and they'll probably replay those videos like millions of times. One of them's gonna go. One of
yeah.
them's gonna hit.
I really enjoy that, and obviously getting into the habit, I forget. Like I cooked 3 meals today, and I already forgot. Like that could have been 3 videos. I made some bomb pesto chicken today too, so that could have been something
Could have
good.
been
But
one.
yeah, I have fun with it, and Blevins. Who doesn't know who Blevin is he's one of our good friends. Shout out to him. But he always says, I'm gonna say it in his voice. Why do you make it so short? I can never see the final product. But obviously, my whole point of doing it is just to have fun. And if you haven't seen them, go check it out.
Go check it out, man.
Put it in
What
the
is
link
what
below.
is
I'm just kidding.
the link? I'll put the link. I'll put the link. This will be on YouTube, so I'll put the link. Don't trip. What is it? Jesse Jameson won?
I don't know, a random number. 15?
Oh man.
I forget
15,
that.
it's 673.
I forget. I'm Jesse Jameson 5.
5. Robert Ory.
Hey, I didn't do it. Hey, but no, I think TikTok is good. Me and my daughter and my son. My daughter's really heavy into it, so it's kind of good that I get to play around.
Yeah.
I'm like the cool dad. And then when they see my TikTok game, they're like, "Dang, Dad, how do you do that?" How about you?
No, same. I think so. For mine, my daughter wanted it a long time ago because of your daughter. So because of Musically, it
Oh
used to be
yeah,
Musically.
yeah.
So then for the longest time, she was asking me and my wife to download it and on her tablet, but we were like, nah, because she's too young. So what I did is I downloaded it on my phone, and that was one way for me to monitor it and also be a part of it. So we've been doing TikToks together for a minute. So it's fun. Like there's a lot of things. There's some inappropriate things on there, obviously, like for young kids, but there's also some really good things. And we have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it. I post a lot. My stuff is so random. You never know what you're gonna get. That's because it's just fun. To me, it's fun. So we've been making the best of it to make like memories and whatnot. So it's dope. I like it. I'm all for it.
Round of applause to you, man. Round of applause. If you can't hear it, I'm playing some claps.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it. But
What was the conspiracy
yeah,
that you were telling me last week?
I read. You know what? I read a lot of stuff, and then I don't even believe what I read, honestly. But I read it, and I just read it just to entertain myself. But it says something about like, if I remember right, that I think China owns the app. They own it, and they're basically every time we download the app and we allow them to take our data, China's taking that data and then using it to understand us more, the world more, but really the United States more. And somehow, some way, they're gonna use this against us. So I don't know. I'm not a conspiracist. I listen to conspiracy things.
Yeah.
I really do, but I also I don't put too much effort or attention into it only because I feel like it's beyond me. It's beyond a lot of us. Like it's really out of our control. But I still read it from time to time. So that's what I read, and who knows if it's true or not. I don't know.
Like I told you, they could take my information as long as they give me the good snacks, whatever I need. Because if I'm on the app, yeah, whatever.
What snacks?
You ever had Kit Kats from over there?
Oh, the good snacks.
But the good snacks. Hey, I like when I'm on Instagram sometime and they tell me something to buy. You know how much stuff I buy out there? They get me.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even think about that.
Bro, I've only bought a few things off Instagram, and every time I buy something, I make sure to open up the new like a new page on Safari. I don't know why. That's just my thing because I'm like, all right, this shit is this is tied into my Instagram, and then if I open up it's a mental thing. So like, if I open up a new window, like I feel like I'm safe.
Dude, I bought
But
so
I've
much
only bought
stuff.
a few things.
I almost bought this
I only bought
motorcycle, this electric bike. I was like, dang, that's cool.
You know what it is? It's the phones. Obviously, this is known. Another conspiracy thing. But this is known. So the phones, anytime we let access to like the microphone, it picks up everything we talk about. So like we could be talking about a couch, and then at Walmart, and next thing you know, on our Instagram feed, Facebook feed, Twitter feed, like a couch is gonna pop up from Walmart. Not only does it pop up there, it pops up on your Yahoo Mail, your Google Mail, or the other day, I'm obviously keeping track of the nutrition stuff. So I have the Nutritious Pal, and what is it called? Something Fitness Pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was looking at something on eBay, and it popped up on the Fitness Pal. I was like, what the? Bro, no privacy. There's no privacy. That's another topic that we could talk about one day. Maybe not today, but like. There's no way to cheat nowadays. There's no way. You're not getting away with it ever.
Especially during this time because you're locked down in the house.
Oh no! You got COVID? How'd you get COVID? Who was you with? Who was you with? Who?
Oh man, that's good, man. Hey, so I think we got everything. I think our final thing. We don't want to overwhelm everybody.
Yeah. For sure.
But I think the last thing is a little backstory. So we want to have a funny segment. So we thought about doing whatever's trending on Twitter, but not the first thing, the third thing. So this segment is going to be called Word on the Tweet. We're pretty much just going to look at what's trending and just talk about it. Let me throw that bird in real quick.
Oh yeah. That reminds me of a Fat Joe song. This is my life, I think it's called, or something like that.
Our Birdman?
No, like Birdman. What happened to that boy?
So the third trending thing on topic right now is Babyface. Obviously, this is probably not going to be out, or the battle's obviously going to be over. But today is a battle of Babyface and Teddy Riley. Andy's not really excited about it. I kind of am because I went back and listened to the music that they both produced, and I'm like, oh shoot, they got some gems.
They do. Let me, before you go on, the reason why I'm not into it is because at that time period, I wasn't into R&B or like mainstream hits as much as I probably am now. So I respect it and I enjoy it now, but I didn't grow up on that. And I think that you probably did a lot more than I did. So not that I don't like it, it's just not for me.
Yeah, I think my parents really listened to a lot of that stuff. So that kind of resonated with me a little more. Yeah. But yeah, there's some hits, man. If Babyface is trending at Teddy Riley, does Babyface going to win then? Or if you had to pick one, who's going to win?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I could just coin flip and then I'll say that it's a Teddy Riley, but I'll just be guessing at that point. Hey, I'm gonna get some noise right now because my laptop is dying. So my daughter is actually bringing me the charger. You're probably gonna hear the sliding door. Thank you, daughter. I appreciate it.
In the beginning, Andy said he's not prepared, and this is stuff that happens. Like, how do you forget the charger?
You know what? That happens. But this is us in the middle of learning, and now she wants to bounce the ball.
Yeah, it's really loud in this. Shout out Emma.
Shout out Emma.
But I think.
Go ahead, Jesse.
I think Babyface has a hit. Like Teddy Riley, he has a lot of upbeat stuff, and I really like his music. But when Babyface, those Boys to Men joints come on, it hits a little different, man, when you listen to Boys to Men. But I'm looking forward to it. I might catch a little bit of it or rewatch it. Obviously, we're recording during it now, but I think it's something exciting. I think these verses that they're doing is kind of good. They're battling amongst each other. some pretty good stuff. What we've seen.
Oh yeah, nah. Okay, so you pick Babyface. Obviously, we're recording in the middle of it, so we can't watch it. I would have watched. I think I would have caught it anyways, just to watch it because the battle's a bit dope. So, we're just gonna. This is what is it called? Like a rapid fire question. Um, give me the battle that you want to see. Your top battle that you want to see, and I'll give you mine.
The top battle. See, I'm a big Swiss Beats fan, and I already saw him, man.
But Swiss against Tim, who I want to see.
The one
I would
where he
like
did
to
with
see.
Just Blaze was nice because that's when he
Oh.
played some unreleased music. Man,
All right, rappers. They don't got to be producers. Rappers.
Pusha T and Memphis Bleak.
That's different. That's different. That's different eras. That's like look, man. Jesse thinks the East Coast. He thinks the Midwest is East Coast.
Hey, Memphis Bleak against Pusha T will be.
Jesse thinks Memphis Bleak is from Tennessee just because it's Memphis. For those of you that don't know, Memphis Bleak is from New York.
Or okay, what about somebody with DMX would be nice. Who somebody with DMX?
DMX. It would have to be Ja Rule.
Ja Rule and DMX?
Yeah, they sound the same.
Are you
It's
blurred?
murder. Nah, it's my murder.
Hey, that's a good one, Ja Rule and DMX.
I'm a pray first.
How about you, man? Who would you see?
Oh, I mean, as soon as you said Pusha T, it struck a chord. But
Dipset versus Clips?
Dipset, Dipset and they talked about this on the other pod on the Joe Budden podcast. Is Dipset against G Unit? That'd probably be the best one. But dang man, that's a tough one because I asked you, but I wasn't prepared.
I wasn't prepared to.
Dang, I would say this. This would probably be the ultimate battle. And they're label mates. So I would say Lil Wayne and Drake. The reason why, but because I feel like Drake, nobody could touch Drake. Drake is just out of this world. But Lil Wayne has enough heat and like good quality heat to get him to probably get him out of there. I feel like that is different genres of rap, but that would be a battle that I would enjoy.
Yeah.
But Drake would have to come with his what Lil Wayne has the girl singles. He has like the radio singles.
Lollipop.
And he has rap, like hip hop. Drake, obviously we know the type of music he makes, but on the other side, like he could spit also. So I feel like it'll be a good mix. So that would be my battle.
I could go all left field and go Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. Like,
man,
hey, I might be onto something there. Hey,
yeah,
Timberlake, Swiss Beats, come see me.
Oh, they just got to call Justin Timberlake. Timberland. Yo, Justin, are you still in the river?
And NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys.
Actually, see, we're gonna talk about everything. Britney Spears just tweeted or did a TikTok with a Justin Timberlake song, so there's something there.
Hey,
something.
Rekindle the flame. That's funny, man.
Didn't Justin Timberlake cheat on his girl too? See, man, I'm TMZ over here. All T.
AOT.
All T. Capital T. Letter. Pusha. AOT.
Hey, this was fun, man. I think we hit the spot right now. We're at 37 minutes.
Pause. No homo. You hit the spot.
You got anything else, man, that you want to say before we close this out?
Nah, I think that for those people that are listening right now, obviously it's the first episode, first pod for us. There's gonna be some technical difficulties along the way. We kind of learned that right now, but stick with us. I feel like I was telling Jesse that I feel like we could do something with this, but most importantly, I don't think for us, we're just gonna speak. We're just gonna talk, and what comes of it comes of it. But like I said at the beginning, like this will be a good way for me to connect with my friend still and keep connected with him. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk. We working, fam.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. There's gonna be a lot of laughs, probably a lot of inside jokes that we're gonna have to explain.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a ride, and I think it's gonna be a fun ride, and we got nothing but time, so y'all might as well listen to it. So I'm gonna throw these
Yep.
drops in
Yep.
again.
If Andy can't help you.
H-E-A-D on the beat, the real one.
Do you play
Yo.
do you play the intro that you played out, or I need to make an outro? That's what I need to do. I have a dope
No,
intro.
what's the outro?
I
Oh,
don't
you need
know.
an outro?
I gotta
No,
make one.
we'll think of it. I think so we don't have like a cadence. We don't know when we're gonna upload right now. We don't have like a time schedule or anything like that. We're gonna do it when we can. But the best thing that the people could do to make sure they don't miss an episode is to subscribe to the YouTube channel, to
He's
follow.
plugging himself in.
I'm plugging all of us to this YouTube channel. I'm sure this is going to go on SoundCloud. You can follow the SoundCloud. Jesse's going to put this all on Apple Pod, right?
Yep.
What is it called?
Apple
Yeah.
Music.
Okay,
Podcast.
Apple Music, Apple Pod. So make sure you hit the follow button right there so you don't miss an episode. And if you want to make sure that you really don't miss them, follow Jesse on his Instagram, which is Head the Real One. Follow me on my Instagram if Andy can't help you. And definitely that'll be the best ways for you guys to make sure you catch our episodes.
Give this guy a round of applause, man. This guy, man.
Media training.
This
Media
guy.
training.
Are you still live too on your Instagram?
No, I let that go. There was like 3 people in there, man.
You
were one of them.
I wanted to see your comments.
Nah,
I'm gonna go live with
I had to
Blevins
stop it.
one day and just see what they say.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have special guests for sure.
For sure, man. All right, but it was nice doing this. I'm gonna close this out and see you guys next time.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
All right. Bye.